Alright guys, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at a game called Forklift Simulator. So this game actually comes out on the 29th of August. Alright, welcome to the training center, the driving school for aspiring forklift drivers. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. It says push F to skip, and I tried to get it to skip the rest of the writing, but anyways, it says, well, you can get it here. You can change the camera view by pressing C. So it wants us to do that. You can walk by WASD and run with shift, so it wants us to do that as well. Now you can move closer to the electric pallet truck. So we'll walk over here. Stand with a control on the pallet truck, so push control here. In front of you is the practice track. The entrance area of which is marked. You can toggle the marker by pressing tab. So tab turns this off or on. To turn the marker back on, push tab because it will help you find the way around basically. So that's what it looks like, on or off. Now move the electric pallet truck with WASD into this marker at the entrance of the practice track. So I did do the tutorial just so I could get that first little entrance part to the video here. Inside the practice track there's a pallet with cargo. There is a marker in front of it. Now move the electric pallet truck into the marker in front of the pallet with cargo. The countdown starts now! I'm not sure if there's I don't know, like a reason to do better or worse on this part. Also, sorry for the screen tearing. I don't know why I don't know if it's just this game. Well, actually I've had it with a couple other games, but I'm not sure what it is, but sometimes I get really bad screen tearing. Move the fork onto the pallet, then push up to lift. I think what it might be is because I play on a 4K monitor, and I then broadcast it or record it in 1080. Oh, -2 for hitting the cone. Bummer. Alright, to transport the cargo with the electric pallet truck, drive the practice track to the marker at the end. Okay. So yeah, some games I get really bad screen tearing, other games not so much, so I'm not sure if it's like the game not being optimized or something, or if it's just it struggles with, like I said, it's a 4K monitor, and then basically the game would be 1080 times 4, if that makes sense. 4K is. So maybe that's why it does this. Wait. Oh shoot. Hang on. Okay. So I got confused there for a second because I actually had the tab thing turned off. I was like, wait, where do I put this? So now I can see where I gotta put it. Now move the cargo and place it place it in the square by pushing down. So we'll get in the square here, push down, drive out. There we go. Excellent. Now drive the pallet truck to the marked parking area, so that's right up behind us here. Alright, now we gotta go try the forklift, so let's hop off. And let's sprint over here. Whoa. Alright, now let's sprint over here. Let's turn that tab help button back on. Get on the forklift by using control. Got it. Okay, now it's going to tell us all the controls. So you can move the forklift to move cargo sideways. So basically it's going to tell us that if we want to move the forklift, we can do that with WASD. And then also it'll teach us here the controls for the actual forks. So the first part is just driving over to the same area as before. Once we get here, it'll have us lift a pallet again. And this time it'll have us put it on the truck, so... Alright, so push up to lift the forks. So we'll do that. And you have to lift it to a certain point, then it brings up the next part of the tutorial. So now I gotta go push to the left, side shift, push to the right, side shift, and now you push shift, and that's to go tilt it up or down. So tilt up, and then tilt down. And then now it wants us to basically center it again. And then we can drive to get this pallet that we dropped off. And I'm not sure if the game has an option to spread the forks or not, but that is a thing you can do in real life. Okay, so let's lift it. Let's, oops. Shift it, tilt it. And then now we gotta put it on the back of the truck. The funny thing is, during the tutorial, which you guys probably seen, when I did this before, I put it up on the truck, and then I pulled off, and the pallet flipped off the truck. Bad driver. Alright, let's lower this. Hopefully that's good enough. Let's tilt forward. You can see the very end of the pallet here is not quite down all the way. So that means if we pulled out, we would certainly pull the pallet with us. Okay, so we have to raise it up a little bit and then tilt it down. There, now we should be good. Perfect. Alright, now we have to park the forklift. And I'll get these forks down. Not sure how far out this is. Okay, there we go. Forward. There we go. Alright, so there is the first part. Okay, we have blinkers. Okay. Alright, now it wants us to walk over here. So it says, now you have to take a small test with questions. Here are a few hints. It says, now you know how to operate an electric pallet truck and forklift. They are machines for transporting cargo. Keep in mind that the electric pallet truck must not be used on slopes. Forklifts and electric pallet trucks must not be used if they are defective. Basically, he's giving you the answers here. The electric pallet truck is an electric vehicle, and therefore contact with water must be avoided at all costs. Loaded forklifts are only allowed to drive down slopes backwards, so that the load always points to the highest point. You should only move a forklift when the load is close to the ground, because if the load has been raised, it causes instability and can lead to serious accidents. Once you've completed the test with questions, you're ready to start your work. Good luck. Okay, so I don't think this is timed or anything, but maybe it is. What do you do if you come to a slope while working with an electric pallet truck? Accelerate and jump. Descend the slope forward. Do not move on the slope because electric pallet trucks may only be used on flat surfaces, or descend the slope backwards. So the answer to this is C. What is the main function of an electric pallet truck? To drift? Probably not. Electrical energy to consume. To get from one point to another. Or transportation of cargo. Answer is D. What tools do you use to extinguish a electric pallet truck fire? Fire extinguisher, dry powder, water, gasoline, or orange juice. This one's pretty, I mean, I guess you could narrow it down to water and fire extinguisher, dry powder, but they said to avoid water at all costs in an electric pallet truck, so fire extinguisher. A worker notices a fault with an electric pallet truck. What should he do? Use an adhesive tape to repair it. Ignore the error and use the electric pallet truck. Dismantle the electric pallet truck and replace the parts yourself. Or do not use the electric pallet truck. So the answer to this is do not use it. They want trained personnel to be doing the stuff to the truck. How do you behave with a loaded forklift on a slope? You drive down forward. You go down with the load lifted. You drive down backwards, or you drive down as quickly as possible. So you want to drive down backwards so that the load is always facing to the highest point. And last question, what height should the load be when driving a forklift close to the ground, as high as possible, medium height, or drag it across the floor? Drag would probably be acceptable, but you want it as close to the ground as possible. You got 6 questions right, woohoo! It's almost like I drove forklift for a living. Alright, you did an excellent job. Here's your driver's license. And they also gave you all the answers, so it wasn't too hard. You can access an overview controls with F2. So now it wants us to push F2. So here is all of the controls. Now you can close the controls again with F2. So if you want to look at it, there's the controls. I'll leave it up for just a second. Alright. Good luck as a forklift driver. By the way, you can always come back to practice. Alright, congratulations. You've unlocked a new level. Ooh, cool. I didn't know there actually was levels. You can now work at the following company. Walker Miller Inc. Select the new and unlocked icon in the menu to work in the following company, Walker Miller Inc. So here it is. What is this? Training Center. Why do we have an icon there? Alright, we'll check out Walker Miller Inc. So it says we have a lot of work to do here. In order to be able to coordinate the orders better, we use a tablet. Use F1 to use the tablet, so let's pop that open. Very good. We already have an order available. Select to accept it with confirm. Okay, so let's click on it. Click confirm. It says here you can see the destination and the coordination of the cargo. Or condition of the cargo. Use confirm to accept the order and return to the menu. Okay. But now accept the order with the confirm. There we go. A little bit of a loading screen. Welcome to your first day at Walker Miller. I am your supervisor here at the company. Your work starts right now. The ladies in the office need printer paper and therefore pick on me. So he wants us to go get the printer paper, I believe. I think so. Alright, let's do tab. That didn't help. Oh wait. Yes, there is an icon over here. Here we go. Okay. Grab that. Apparently we cannot sprint with this. This is as fast as we can go. Gotta bring it into the office with F. Put it down with space, or just drop it. Alright, so that took us 46 seconds. We got $20, 1 out of 1 cargo delivered, no damage. It says now the order is complete. Open the tablet with F1. So let's go back outside here quick. The order will now appear as done. If the order was not completed and was not absolutely necessary, it will be shown as failed. Now close the tablet. Okay. Close. Whenever a new order becomes available, you receive this notice. Now open the tablet, select the new order, confirm it. Good luck with the execution. By the way, you can also use the tablet to view the integrity of each cargo in the company. Do you see that cargo? Go over there and check it with F3. So, he wants us to check on this pallet with F3. It says, well, now just look at the cargo and use F3 to look at the short description and status. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Now you can continue your work. So the cargo integrity is 88%. It's paper, or paper ream. Your working hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., so it's just past 8 now. The tablet opens at the end of the day, closes, I think, and also shows you what you have earned. Oh, opens and then shows you. Okay, that makes sense. You'll be taken to the main menu, and when you go back, your current company, a new working day begins, or when you go back to your current working company. Orders that have a time limit will fail if they are not completed in full within the time limit. With the End of Day button on the tablet, you can also end your working day at any time. Alright then, we move on. Or alright, then we move on. Okay. So we completed 2 missions. Let's do the electric pallet truck one now. Now that the ladies have their printer paper, I finally have my piece. They're not bothering him anymore. Since you know how to operate an electric pallet truck, the next task is already waiting for you. Place the marked pallet in the loading area number 2. So, let's go grab the pallet jack. Hop on. I'm not seeing what we gotta grab here. Oh wait, yeah I can. Now it's on the end here to the right. Oh, I'm going down the wrong hallway. I just realized that. I'm going the wrong way. Alright. See if we can get in here. Not quite. Might have damaged some cargo there. The controls are a little bit backwards. Oh, yep. There we go. Okay, let's lift that up. And this looks like it's going straight onto this truck over here. Well, not so straight, but... looks like they have little lanes for where you would put certain things. Sort of a staging area, so you know what goes where. Okay, we gotta slow down a little bit. Okay, that looks good to me. We're not quite in the area. Let's lift it up. Oh, it counted it. Okay. That took 1 minute and 18 seconds. No damage. $20 for that one as well. Keep it up. Very good work. Alright. So I'm actually going to skip forward a little bit here because you normally have a couple of pallet missions, but I want to get to a part where we have the forklift. So I'm going to go load the save that I did before this. Alright, so we got to push F1 to open a task. So these are the ones that I've done. So before you guys watched us do Office Boy, Analyzing the Cargo, and Electric Pallet ones. So we just did 3 other ones, which were basically just pallet jack ones. So now we're getting some new equipment here. So we're getting a forklift. And I have yet to do this, obviously. So what a beautiful day. Beautiful new day. Take a look at what we've acquired. Yes, this beauty can carry more than a ton, if I'm not mistaken. And since you also know how to operate something like this, let's not waste any time. Get behind the wheel and get to work. Now we've got to the point where we have a forklift. Let's hop in here. Change the view. Okay, so we gotta grab those 2 pallets over here. Okay, and these pallets seem pretty loose on here. I've noticed just from stopping one time it slid forward really quickly when I was doing the first set of missions. So these pallets are like super slippery on these lifts. Okay, so we got to put these up into the racking here. Hang on a second, we're a little bit too far to the side. Alright, luckily we have the space next to this one. That makes it a little bit easier, because we can get it in there and maneuver it. Whereas normally there would be a pallet here on the right. Or maybe they only put one for to keep this a little bit easier for the players. They might just put one per section, I guess. Okay, let's see, is that close enough? Yeah, that's good. We're actually gonna have to raise it up a little bit to back it out. Okay, we want to shift and lower this back up just a bit. And lower. Perfect, alright. Let's lift it just slightly. And then tilt down. Oh, wrong tilt. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's lower this. Okay. Now we gotta move this one out of the way, it looks like. I have no idea where we're supposed to put this, though. This is gonna be kind of tough. So what I would usually do in this case is I would center up my forks with all this space underneath it and then start lifting. So technically my forks are already in the wrong spot as far as they were too high. They don't want them to be high because if you're driving around with them high, you could possibly stab somebody with them. Like, they call it forking. You know, you'd fork somebody. All right. Let's tilt this backwards. Man, these controls are throwing me off. Okay. And when you drive a lift, you're supposed to drive backwards like this, because you can't see over your load sometimes. So it's a safer way of doing it. Where do I put this one? Is there a spot for it? I don't think it matters where I put this one, so I think I'm just going to put it right in the middle here. Let's drop this one down. I like the fork dragging sound, that's pretty accurate. Okay, now we gotta go get this one. Okay, we gotta lower these forks a bit. And let's tilt back. Can't see if there's anything back here. Yep, okay. They call this blending. When you're moving at the same time as you're lifting, you're sort of bringing two things. They're doing two things at once. I remember when I first started out watching people when they were doing that, and you're like, how on earth are you able to figure out both of those at once? But after a little bit of doing them both, it's not very hard, actually. It's probably not a good habit to be into, though, just because it could be... let's see, is that... Okay, I'm all the way down. Okay, let's try tilting. Okay. Alright, we did it. Alright. So cargo delivered 2 out of 2, no damage, took us 5 minutes, and we got $40. That was probably nothing, and I'm really starting to worry about you. Wait, what? I hope you have what it takes to work in our company. That was probably nothing, and I'm really starting to worry. What? I don't get that. It's nice that they actually have these marked out for exits and the fire hydrant and stuff like that. That's very nice. Also going the wrong way again, but... Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick little look at the game. We drove the pallet jack a little bit, drove the forklift, did the test. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Again, this game will be coming out on August 29th. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.